Hey there, mythology fans, what's good? Alright, today we're talking massive pyramids, intricate calendars, and a vibrant culture. Today we're diving into the world of the Aztecs. These guys were amazing. They had a complex civilization in ancient Mexico. These beings weren't just mythical figures. They were forces of nature, embodiments of cosmic energy. They influenced every aspect of Aztec life, from the rising of the sun to the success of a harvest. Now hold on to your hats because Aztec mythology can be a wild ride. But before we get started, be sure to like the video and subscribe for more tales of history. So get ready to journey back in time to a world of feathered serpents, monstrous creatures, and gods with a taste for sacrifice. It's going to be one hell of a ride. Aztec mythology wasn't just about scary monsters, it was about balance. For every force of destruction, there was a protector, a guardian deity watching over humanity. These gods often took the form of animals, embodying the strength and wisdom of the natural world. Take Huitzilopochtli, for example. He was the god of war, the sun, and the patron deity of the Aztec capital, Tenochtitlan. He was often depicted as a hummingbird, a symbol of agility, speed, and fierce determination. Imagine a tiny bird darting through the air, its feathers shimmering like jewels. That's Huitzilopochtli, the warrior god, ready to defend his people. Then there's Quetzalcoatl, the feathered serpent. He was the god of knowledge, art, and civilization. He was all about peace, creativity, and bringing order to the world. His image, a serpent covered in iridescent feathers, symbolized the union of heaven and earth, the power of knowledge, and the beauty of creation. These gods and many others played vital roles in Aztec life. They were worshipped, feared, and honored through elaborate rituals and offerings. Their stories, passed down through generations, shaped the Aztec worldview and continue to fascinate us today. Let's start with a creature that'll make you want to stay far, far away from the water's edge. Meet the Ahuizotl, a terrifying beast that lurked in the depths of lakes and rivers. Imagine a creature with the body of a dog, sleek and black, but with a long, prehensile tail. And here's the creepy part. Its tail ended not in fur, but in a hand. This water demon used its creepy hand to drag unsuspecting victims to their watery doom. Fishermen lived in fear of its chilling cries, knowing that a single touch of its hand meant certain death. It was said to mimic the cries of a child to lure in its prey, making it a truly terrifying monster of Aztec mythology. The Ahuizotl wasn't just a scary story, though. It represented the dangers lurking beneath the surface, the unpredictable nature of water, and the importance of respecting the power of the natural world. So next time you're near a lake, remember the Ahuizotl and maybe stick to swimming pools. Now let's rewind to the beginning, to the time of creation. The Aztecs believed that the world was created and destroyed multiple times. And at the heart of their creation myth was a creature so monstrous, so ancient, that it makes the Ahuizotl look like a goldfish. Get ready to meet Tzipactli, the primordial sea monster. Picture this, a creature so massive it spanned the entire universe. It had razor-sharp teeth, spiky scales, and eyes all over its body. This wasn't just a big lizard, this was Tzipactli, the embodiment of chaos and the raw material from which the world would be born. The gods, wanting to create the world, knew they had to defeat Tzipactli. They fought a fierce battle, eventually tearing the monster apart. From its body, they created the earth and the sky, the mountains and the seas. Tzipactli's story is a reminder that even in chaos, creation can arise. It's a powerful image of the constant cycle of destruction and rebirth that shaped the Aztec worldview. Hold on tight because we're about to meet a creature that terrified even the gods. Apep, the serpent of chaos, wasn't just a monster, it was the embodiment of all things evil, the ultimate enemy of order and light. Imagine a serpent so vast it could swallow the sun whole. Its scales were blacker than night, its eyes burned with fiery rage, and its hiss could shake the heavens. Apep lurked in the underworld, constantly trying to break free and plunge the world into eternal darkness. Every night, as the sun god Ra journeyed through the underworld, Apep would attack, trying to devour him and end the cycle of day and night. But Ra, aided by other gods, would fight back, repelling the serpent and ensuring the sun's return each morning. Apep represents the constant struggle against the forces of chaos that exist within us and in the world around us. It's a reminder that even in the face of overwhelming darkness, there's always hope, always a fight for light. Now let's lighten the mood a bit with some mischievous little creatures called Shenek. These weren't your typical monsters. They were nature spirits, guardians of forests, rivers, and mountains. But don't let their playful nature fool you. They could be quite the tricksters. Imagine encountering a group of small humanoid figures with shimmering skin, blending seamlessly with the forest. They might be playing pranks, leading travelers astray, or even stealing your lunch. But despite their mischievous streak, they were generally considered protectors of nature. The Shnek remind us that the natural world is full of mystery and wonder. They teach us to respect the balance of nature and to tread lightly in the wild, for you never know who might be watching. Let me introduce you to Tlacuache, the cleverest critter in Aztec mythology. He's not a fearsome monster or a mighty god, but this opossum has a knack for outsmarting everyone. He's the ultimate survivor, the original con artist, and his stories are full of wit and wisdom. Tlacuache is often depicted as a small, furry creature with a long snout and a prehensile tail. He's not the strongest or the fastest, but he relies on his cunning and adaptability to outwit his opponents. He's a master of disguise, a skilled storyteller, and always has a trick up his sleeve. One story tells of how Tlacuache tricked the gods into giving fire to humanity. He used his wit and charm to steal fire from the gods, even though they had forbidden it. He's a symbol of resilience, reminding us that even the smallest and most underestimated creatures can achieve great things with a bit of cleverness. So next time you see an opossum, remember Tlacuache. He's a reminder that brains can be just as powerful as brawn, and that sometimes a little trickery can go a long way. Get ready for some serious shape-shifting action. In Aztec mythology, naguals were beings with the extraordinary ability to transform into animals. These weren't your average werewolves. These shapeshifters could take on the form of any animal they desired, from jaguars to eagles to serpents. Imagine a person suddenly transforming before your eyes, their body shifting and changing, taking on the characteristics of a powerful animal. That's the power of the nagual. They were often associated with sorcery and shamanism, using their abilities for both good and evil. Some naguals used their powers to protect their communities, becoming guardians of the night or healers with a deep connection to the animal world. Others, however, were feared as sorcerers, using their transformations for deception and harm. The concept of the nagual is a reminder of the hidden potential that lies within us all, the ability to tap into unknown strengths and transform ourselves. So keep your eyes peeled, for you never know who might be a nagual in disguise. Aztec mythology hasn't stayed trapped in the past. Oh no, these creatures and stories are still inspiring artists, writers, and filmmakers today. From ancient codices to comic books, from video games to Hollywood blockbusters, these mythical beings continue to capture our imaginations. Think about those awesome Aztec-inspired creatures you've seen in movies and video games. They're often depicted as fierce warriors, wise shamans, or terrifying monsters, bringing a touch of ancient mystique to modern storytelling. Artists and writers often draw inspiration from the vibrant imagery and symbolism found in Aztec art and mythology. The legacy of these myths is evident in the intricate masks, sculptures, and paintings that continue to fascinate us in museums around the world. They remind us that the power of storytelling is timeless, transcending cultures and generations. So the next time you see a feathered serpent on screen, or a fearsome Aztec warrior in a video game, remember the rich history and mythology that inspired these creations. Why are we still so drawn to these ancient stories? Why do these creatures, both beautiful and terrifying, continue to fascinate us centuries later? Well, I think it's because Aztec mythology speaks to something deep within us, something that resonates with our own human experience. These myths are about the struggle between good and evil, the power of nature, and the search for meaning in a sometimes chaotic world. They reflect our own fears and aspirations, our connection to the natural world, and our fascination with the unknown. Whether it's the terrifying presence of the Ahuizotl or the clever tricks of Tlacuache, these stories offer timeless lessons about courage, wisdom, and the importance of respecting the delicate balance of life. They teach us about the consequences of our actions and the interconnectedness of all things. So let's keep exploring these myths, keep learning from them, and keep allowing them to spark our imaginations. Well, there you have it. A glimpse into the wild and wonderful world of Aztec mythology. Who knows? Maybe you'll even be inspired to create your own myths and legends. But what did you think? Comment your thoughts and ideas down below.